Hey, y'all. Welcome back to part 2, our wrap up of this very, very amazing. That doesn't even sound right. Our wrap up of the great conversation we had with Aaron's mom. With this, we continued on with our line of questioning and we went into our infamous Q&A segment. I think y'all gonna like her responses to the foolishness that Shauna pulled up. And with that, here's the theme music. What's one of the most memorable gifts you've received from one of your sons? Besides grandbabies, of course.
Most memorable gifts. Okay, so I have every single picture, everything that they've drawn and made in school from the beginning.
Still?
Yes. I have a box. I have things that Aaron made. He made this cat in the hat, bag, and it's got pictures that he drew. It's got cards that they've given me. So that would be I don't know, that would be it for me. Okay. All those handmade things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Aaron?
Yeah, she still got my painting. The painting that I did that was in the Walters Art Gallery.
Yeah, I still have that. Aaron, how about I just found your little nugget? Oh, I told you your little nugget ring. We're gonna clean it up and give it to my grandbaby. Little heirloom. Little heirloom.
Bit of an interesting question. What is something that you learned after it was too late to make a difference?
I probably should have waited to have children.
Okay.
Yeah, I was much too young to be a mother. I was much too young to make such an adult decision. So, yeah, I probably would have waited.
When did you make peace with that decision?
I would have to say recently, within the last 10 years or so, when I had to forgive myself for things that I felt like I did wrong to myself. So I would say within the last 10 years or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. A side question. What did you want to be when you grew up? When you were like a teenager?
A librarian.
Really?
I wanted to be a librarian. I wanted to be a librarian probably when I came out the womb.
Really?
Yes. I used to walk around with a bag of books when I was a child. They used to call me Miss Librarian. So I know it's odd to hear, that somebody wants to be a librarian, but it's what I wanted to be. And I still aspire to be a librarian, but I don't want to go to school to get a bachelor's and then a master's in library science because that's what's necessary. Ooh. So I don't know that I have 8 more years. 6 more years.
I'm done.
To put into school and I don't know.
You would think a librarian, bro. That's like that's kind of like you just fall. Not now
because now not only the Dewey Decimal System is not that hard, but a lot of things are automated.
Dewey Decimal System.
Yes.
Good God, I heard that in 20 years.
Right. So, but now things are automated, so you have to have computer knowledge and things like that. But I just felt like librarians are so smart, and to have all of that knowledge at your fingertips or have access to all of that knowledge is a thing that I desire. Like I wanted to be smart. Like I just wanted to be really, really smart, and not that I feel unsmart.
Right.
I just wanted to be smart, and I I still read a lot. I have books. I have a lot of books, and I have books on my Kindle. I read on the internet. I don't know.
Would you ever go volunteer or work at a library?
I most certainly would. I would read to children. I would walk people around. I would direct them. Oh, that's over there. Oh, you looking for young adult? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, absolutely. I would do that. Oh, you looking for cookbooks? Oh, let me take you on over there. Yes, we do have periodicals. Yeah, I would absolutely do it.
Have you been to the Peabody Library downtown?
I have not.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's right where the Washington Monument is in Baltimore.
Yes.
It has a giant open atrium. It's like 7 levels of just books. And let me find a picture. It's actually, I think it's open to the public. The George, W. Peabody library. It's in Baltimore. I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
No, I did not. I need to go there. When my children were younger, we used to walk down. Excuse me. We used to walk down to the main library on Cathedral Street, and we would go right to the children's section. They had a koi pond. Oh my Lord!
Yeah, they hosted.
They have a koi pond out back, and we. Oh my goodness!
And it's open to the public.
I want to go there. I'm going to go there. That's a field trip. But we
have you seen the Shauna?
Right, Shauna.
That's right outside the Washington Monument, downtown Baltimore.
Oh wow!
Oh, I want to go there. I need a field trip.
I'm not seeing you for a couple of days. Still at the library. Call me later.
Yeah, it's not far from where I live.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to walk down to the library and just get books, sit on the floor down there and read.
I used to take Trey to the library all the time.
Yep, you didn't need money to do that.
Yep.
You know? And we would sit, and Gerard couldn't read at the time, so he would tell the stories from the pictures, but everybody else had to get a book and read it. So
Okay.
it was excellent.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's one of the hardest choices you've ever had to make, and who helped you to make it?
I don't know if I really had a lot of help in any of the choices that I made, but the hardest thing that I've ever had to do was let my children go.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking forward.
What
to
was
that.
that process like? Or what did that entail? Letting them go?
Like, I just always wanted to save them. You know what I mean? Like, always be there to pick them up and dust them off. I just always felt like I didn't do enough to make things better for them. You know what I mean? And when they started making adult decisions, that was fucking me up inside and making me cry and upset, and they were okay with them. I had to step back and be like, you know what? They grown. They making adult decisions now. I have to let them go. So now I respect my sons as men and not children. You know, and that was very hard. It's very hard because I feel like, you know, black men get beat up so much in this world, and like, of all the things that I could have done, there's no way that I could have raised them to be men because I'm not a man.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much that I don't understand about being a male at all that I just could not pour into my children. You know what I mean? I did the best that I could to raise them to be responsible human beings, but I couldn't teach them one goddamn thing about being a man.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, you know? So letting go and letting them, you know, make their own choices and respecting them as men and adults has been a hard thing because I want to mother them forever.
Ooh, that sounds like, Deborah had that conversation with me before she passed, and I was like, Ma, it's okay. What's crazy is I'm all right.
when I have conversations with them, you know, and saying I'm sorry, you know, for being a crappy mother. You know, I was young and, you know, getting better as I went along. Aaron was the first one, so he was like my prototype. And, you know,
The crash dummy.
yeah, you know, not a dummy, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. But
I was thinking it.
it was
You got one more, bitch.
God.
I'm just saying. You know, we was
having to learn from that and then getting better as I got along, but not really knowing if I got better or not. You know, it's been difficult. And when I apologize and say things, one time I was talking to Aaron and I was like, you know, I'm really sorry. And, you know, I was a terrible mother. He said, are you getting ready to die? I said, no, I'm not getting ready to die. He said, well, Mom, we good. We done with that. We good. You don't have to keep apologizing. Like, stop.
Nah, but because it's like, it's one of those things where we looking at, it's like I understand that she's apologizing. However, you looking at three that's like, we knew what it was. Like, we knew what it was. Like, we knew what it was. Like, I mean, I believe, you know, we never even looked at it like, you know, miscommunication, or we never even looked at it like she was messed up. She was like, it was just life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were just like, we were all just living and not knowing, you know, we like, you know, me as an adult now, it's like, yo, ain't no manual to this shit. Like
shit at all.
It's no manual to life.
Not at all.
Like it ain't shit. Like it's honestly nothing that nobody can tell me about how to live, or how to even drive a car, how do you put your clothes on and shit like that. Like
or be a parent. I don't care
like,
how many books is out there.
It's like it's just no manual to just living, and it's like the only way that we learn. Like the only way that we learn is like, you know, is through trial and error.
Yeah.
Like honestly, me being in childcare, you see the difference between the white kids and the black kids. Mm-hmm. The white kids, you constantly talking and trying to redirect, and I see those parents trying to prevent them from doing it. Whereas those black kids, you know, you grew up in the house, go ahead, touch it. You ain't like, you know, you burn yourself, and it's like, you ain't gonna touch that shit again, are you? And it's like, you learn.
But you won't do that shit again.
Right? You feel what I'm saying?
Hi, Deborah. I be like that even when I was grown.
But for me is, I think that me personally, I had an amazing childhood. Listen, me and my brothers, you know, as much as we fought, we loved each other just as hard. And that's the one thing that she instilled in us. So even with me and Keita, watching her best friend, 3 girls, and it's like, there's no loyalty between none of them. Like, niggas don't even.
We wasn't brought up like that.
Yeah, not at all.
What I mean is, it's like, yo, it's self-preservation. It's like, it's self-preservation is real. Whereas though, like, yo, we took a lot of ass whoopings for Jeezy.
Yeah, they didn't tell on each other. So
we took a lot of ass whoopings, and after we got those ass whoopings, he got an ass whooping.
Yeah,
I did that once, and after that, I said, I ain't got in trouble for you. I've been sitting here reading my book this whole time.
But we, you know, like, because we were told like we were all we got, and it's like, yo, we did we will always do what we could to help each other or to protect each other, and that's what it was. And it's like, and for her to then when she come and she sent a mass text message apologizing about not being a good example for of communication, it's like, I mean, to us, we communicated well. Like, right. Like we talk to each other. We talk to each other well. I mean, we might call each other niggas and shit like that. But it's like, yo, we still respect each other. Like, we respect each other, and we still treat each other with love. And respect. So it's like, for her to so when she do apologize, we were like, what you apologizing for? Like, at the same time, it's like, hey, you young. And I do look at it like, look, I was the experiment. Brandon was like, okay, all right, I got this. And then by the time Gerard came, it's like, all right, yo.
Yeah, but I do think it's important to acknowledge the fact that I know that I wasn't the best. Like, I could have done better, you know. And I just think that it's important. I don't want you to feel like, I don't know, I didn't do my best. Or I was oblivious to it, or to say things like, well, I mean, that's the best I had. No, it wasn't. Or you got what I was given. You actually got better than I was given.
I'm about to say legit.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Like, you got the better than what I was given. And on top of that, my children can go to sleep at night knowing that I love them. There's not a shadow of doubt in their minds. They ain't even got to guess, you know, do my mother love me? I thought my grandmother was my mother because my mother was at work all the time. But I thought that she was my sister until I had to think about it like, wait a minute, she can't be my sister, you know? But I grew up feeling unloved and just not knowing where I fit into this family. And I didn't give that to my children. I showed up. I was at school events, or, you know, took them places, or spent time with them. I wasn't really giving that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think my mother and I had the same conversations over the years before she passed. And she actually apologized to me as well. And I actually had taken her to a therapy session with me and explained the way I was feeling about certain things during my childhood. And she was like, well, you know, so I'm not sure if you know, but my mother took in my nieces and nephews. So it was just me. My sister had a drug problem. She took in all 3 of my nieces and nephews at the time. So she raised all 4 of us in the same house. And before they moved in, I was like 5 or 6. I was in private school. I was the only kid in the house. But then when she took on 3 more kids, I pulled out of private school, put in public school with them. There was a huge change in like circumstance. And for a lot of years, I realized that I harbored resentment because of the fact that I was used to getting all the attention and being in the house by myself.
And then here they come.
And then here come 3 little badass kids. I mean, they're my nieces and nephews, and we're all the same age, but it's like, why can't she take her own kids? Where's she going? Why she get to come and visit and leave? Well, take the kids with you. I mean, it's my sister. I can say it. But,
I'll be real with you. I think it was the fact that all y'all niggas was like close in age.
Yeah. My niece is 6 months younger than me. The twins are 3 years younger than me. And my nephew Derek is 10 years younger than me. And all of us were in the house. It was like
together.
Brother and sisters. Even though I'm like, damn uncle. And I harbored resentment from my mother about that situation, but I also realized she wanted to keep her grandkids together. She didn't want them to go in the system and be split up wherever. And also it was I learned as I got older in my 30s that my mother had a lot of unresolved trauma surrounding her upbringing and the way she was raised and how she was the oldest girl of 7 kids. My grandmother was a single mother, had to work. So she was like, well, you the oldest girl.
You got to take care of everybody.
Take care of all your older brother and all your 5 siblings. She rebelled when she was a preteen and was like, fuck this, I ain't coming home. I'm out. And it was trauma about that. She had my sister when she was 17. She had my brother when she was 18. And then it was like, it was a cycle that continued. Everybody had kids young. I was the outlaw that popped up like mid-30s when she thought she was free. And it's like, she literally told me, she said, Brandon, I did the best I could with what I had. And if it wasn't enough for you, I apologize. But I had to keep the family together. I had to clean up after your sister and her messes. And I had to make a way for my grandchildren to make sure that they were good as best as I could. And I understand that you lost out on experiences you could have had if it was just me and you, but I apologize for that because that's all
It wasn't intentional.
Yeah, and it wasn't your fault because for years I was like, well, she can't take her kids with her. She leave, they hers. Go with your mother. Are they still here?
I get the fuck out here, keep eating all my goddamn snacks.
You're taking my mother.
Exactly. Or now she went from us being okay with her working one job to, I didn't know as a kid she was working 3 jobs to make ends meet. Because she hit it so well. We always had lights. We never went without lights. We always had food in the house. So I was like, oh, we straight.
But I didn't know she was working 7 days a week.
Right. I didn't know my mother was working.
Yeah, I sure was. Social Security did me right. Let me tell you something. My children got on. We went on vacations. We went on cruises. I bought me a car. I bought my house. Social Security did me right. And I didn't even... This isn't nice. But I didn't need nobody to you know what I'm saying? Like, not to be caught up in material things, but I didn't need that nigga to pay my bills or nothing. We was good.
He was good before.
I mean, it was bad. It was bad to feel that way, but at the same time, what else was I going to do?
Yeah, you had to do it to survive, to take care of you and your kids.
That was you here because I want you here, not because I need you here type
you know,
thing.
That the freedom in that, though.
But I do think that I was raised to be a single woman. You know what I mean? Like that strength and that get it done sort of thing. Yeah. And it's not, I won't say that it's a bad thing, but my mother and my grandmother say to me all the time, you don't need no nigga. Ain't nobody gonna take your shit from you. You got your own stuff. You got it on your own. I understand that, but I do want a decent man to spend my time with and be a companion to me.
That's how I feel.
Not in competition.
I want to get my butt rubbed sometimes.
You know what I'm saying, Shauna?
Same sis.
I'm just saying, like,
sorry,
I do want a decent companion. You know, somebody to have some good conversation with, or that I enjoy spending time with.
Yeah.
Not necessarily doing things for me out of obligation, but just because you're a good guy and you like to do those things.
You brought a real interesting point, and this is the other side of what you just mentioned. Like you, I was raised by a mother who was like, be independent, have your own stuff. But for me, it translated into hyper independence. And when I got in my first serious relationship, I was doing everything because I was so programmed to take care of myself, do my own laundry, not wait for somebody to pay my bills. And the guy I was dating at the time was like, Brandon. He had to sit me down like, look, you do so much to take care of you and me. You don't let me take care of you. Yep. You don't give me a chance to reciprocate, and that's a problem for me. Like, and I was like,
y'all got this on record. Please come take care of me. I'm tired.
It
was hard. And
I dealt with that same shit.
I still struggle with that to this day in a lot of respects.
It took me
me too, because that's how I was raised.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, but it took me a while. Like, it took me a while, especially to like ask Keita for ask Keita for help.
For help, anything.
And like, my nigga, like, yo, listen, I will go without until I got it. You know what I'm saying? Until I'm able to get it.
So here's the thing. When, I've had conversations with a good girlfriend and saying, and telling me that I'm not going to ask nobody for help. Sis, I don't want to wear no pants.
Nope.
I don't want to wear the pants. I did everything I did because that's what I had to do, and that's what I knew to do. But I don't want to wear the pants,
nope.
Mrs. Sir. Please.
I won't wear the lingeries. I'm tired.
Mrs. Sir, can I please take these pants off?
I'm tired of being strong.
Yo,
and society has us believing, Shauna, that black women gotta be strong. You gotta carry everything. It's okay to cry. It's okay to go in your room and cry. It's okay to feel.
I'll be sitting in my room just like this.
It is okay.
And they come out the room like ain't nothing happened. Trey like, mine, you alright?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm fine.
You know what I'm saying?
What you want to eat?
But we are not allowed to give ourselves space to feel any emotions. We're supposed to absorb every single thing, and then in private, we fall down and die. No.
Nope, I'm express my emotions.
That's what
I didn't know how to do that.
It's hard.
Exactly, because you're not allowed to. Ain't nobody got time for your tears. That's what we're told. Ain't nobody got time. You got shit to do. Suck it up. Well, sucking it up makes me have an ulcer. You know what I'm saying?
I got anxiety.
Sucking it up makes me
sick. And my job won't let me smoke reefer to calm my anxiety.
I'm supposed to.
So what I'm supposed to do?
You are supposed.
I am. That's a part of it.
What is feelings?
Right. What's that?
Emotional intelligence is a fucking thing.
Yeah.
And everybody should have it, but they don't.
We don't.
And that's why we get stuck with these sucker ass people who don't know how to express themselves emotionally. And then next thing you know, something that could have just been a fucking conversation that turned to something huge.
And walk around with walls up, constantly afraid to be vulnerable. I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to cry. I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to wear my sleeve. And if it don't work out, go ahead. I'm going to move on.
Yeah, I told my therapist, I said, I'm afraid to open myself back up. I'm afraid to allow somebody in my space, because the next time y'all might be on there testifying on my behalf on an episode of Fatal Attraction. And Kia already said she gonna get on there like, free my nigga to my nigga free. Because whatever she did, you caused it.
But I'm gonna tell you this. You gotta let your guard down. You gotta give yourself space to be
you wrong around me now. I got an attitude. I gotta get myself together.
I don't think
I know mine was. I swear I'm trying.
Aaron.
I don't have to deal with this.
You got
fucking smacking and shit. I'm going home.
But with me,
you do have to.
With me, it did. Like, I understand, because it's really hard. I mean, even for y'all and Keita, because I don't really express no kind of emotion. Even if a nigga's like upset, or actually I really get upset. But if something's like, something going on, it's like I always got the same, always got the same demeanor. And it was an issue for Keita. Like, it was an issue for Keita, because it's like, she'll be saying some exciting shit, and it's like, I'm happy. But then she's like, "Oh, you really you really happy?" It's like, I'm really happy. But I also don't know how to receive. I don't know how to receive compliments.
What to do with it,
and I don't know how to receive gifts.
Me too. It's because
I'm the giver.
You don't give yourself enough grace to see that you are deserving, right? We think that everybody else deserve all of these things. No, you do too, because you're great. Like, you are a great human being, and you deserve it. You deserve it. Like, you don't give yourself enough space
my
to
job
say,
is Secret Santa, and the lady who's like, she's like, shit. I mean, since I got it, she's been like a mentor to me,
right?
And they had like little, it was like, I kind of like, they had like little clues or whatever, and it was like, I knew, like, I kind of figured out who it was, because then she got me these markers, because when I'm on, like, when the kids doing nap time, I'm coloring,
right?
Then she got me.
That's your safe space.
She got me the boot. Like, oh no, deal.
She got you a boot too?
No. She got me these boots that I'm wearing. Like, she bought me the boots that I'm wearing.
Shut up, Brandon.
And this cologne, and I was like, and I'm looking at her like, mama, like, thank you. And I sent her a text message like later on that night, like, you made me feel like I'm your son. Cause it's getting cold outside. You got me boots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, something that like,
because everybody know Aaron to leave the house with a cat on a long sleeve shirt and a pair of gloves. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm calling Mommy Robyn.
Yeah. But it's like
she ain't let you leave the house like this.
But it's like it almost like it had me like oh shit, like like thank you.
But you are a great human being, and you are deserving of all that. You know what I'm saying? No, but real talk. That's the thing that like
I'm the same nigga that helped you move twice.
Shut up.
You did.
and you
and
I paid that
third time. I paid that nigga in pizza.
And he would do it the third time. He would a third time and a fifth time. Like,
even when you were mad, like even when you was pissed.
Oh yeah, I was pissed at his ass, but I think he told him I needed him to move. I needed to move, and he called me like, "You need me coming over there, yo?" And I'm like, I guess.
First one here though.
But we did, but that's how we do. We will do everything for everybody. And when somebody does something for us, we second guess it like why you get a sleep? Cause bitch, you amazing. You amazing.
I got this Keith just so he always tells me that I don't grant myself enough grace and I'm so hard on myself, right?
You are.
So this past Christmas, she got me this Pandora charm. And it's a Supermom charm. It's a Supermom at the top and it's like Superman. And I managed to hold myself together this time because normally I cry. Because she, like I said, she's so thoughtful. She thinks about things when she gives us our gifts, right? For our Christmas, our birthday, stuff like that. And she was like, you don't grant yourself enough grace. She said, you're doing fine. Because I call her and be in a minute like, God damn it, I'm about to put his ass out. I'm tired. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And not that my kid is bad, but he's a teenager. And he got his emotions and all that stuff going on. And I don't know how to raise no fucking boy.
Of course you don't.
Know, I mean, his father's around, but he's not around. You know what I'm saying? So everything falls on me. And I'm always like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And she was like, no, you're doing what you know how to do. You're doing the best you're doing. Give yourself that much, Shauna. And I'm like, okay, all right, I get it. But it's tough. It's tough. And everybody's like, you gonna have another one? The fuck I ain't. Yeah. Right, you raised 3 boys. So I try to like defer to the people who I know, of course, raise kids, but more so raise boys. You raised 3 boys. My mother got 2 boys.
Kiana got
a boy. So we fall on each other a lot, me and kid. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with him? She was like, girl, listen. It's this, and this. It's going to be okay because you're going to look back one day and you're not going to remember none of this shit. And they going to look.
I don't remember a lot.
And they not going, and they going to look back the conversation. Excuse me, that you and Aaron just had. How you saying you apologize for not feeling like you didn't do enough, but to them you did. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that part because Jesus Christ.
So piggyback off of Aaron's point. So I remember what happened over Christmas. So I mentioned before we started recording that Key got me a gift card to buy my Keurig that I've been talking about for months. And just didn't want one.
She was too, and we got her a
Keurig.
Yeah.
So I got home after leaving Christmas dinner at my aunt's house, and I broke down. I was in tears. I was sitting on the couch. I was like, "Why am I crying? What's happening? Oh my God!"
He was like, I ordered my Keurig, and then he sent the picture. I got him a bracelet.
Also got a new one.
And I was just trying to think of something because Brandon is not going to ask you for anything. So you got to I try to pay attention to the things that him and Keith say and stuff when I go to get them things.
I'm the same way.
I try to pay attention to shit they say because they're not going to say, I want. Brandon had already right out told me, don't give me nothing for Christmas. And I was like, okay. And
he's not
listening.
Fuck you, bitch.
And his birthday is the week before Christmas. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to give him a combination gift for both.
That's fine.
And I was hoping that he liked it because I was like, oh no, this is just something simple. But something simple meant that much to him. And he put it on right away and sent me the picture like, I got my bracelet on. And I was like, oh, okay, good. I'm happy.
It's just a simple act of being considered.
Yeah. That's what makes me happy.
This time of year is hard because both my parents are deceased and I live by myself. And sometimes the holidays can be hard because it's like I see everybody with their families, with their immediate families. It's like, well, it's just me and the plants.
And that's why we're like, Brandon, what you doing? Come on. Bring your ass over here and get a plate.
The simple act of just being thought of.
Yes.
especially as I get older, it's like, damn, I felt alone a lot of times. That's why I asked you the question about, like, do you feel lonely sometimes? You said, no, I don't. But sometimes I do feel lonely because I'm by myself a lot. So the simple act of being considered, or somebody taking initiative to listen to what I'm talking about, just in passing, and then acting on that and buying me a gift was like, why am I crying? I don't know what's happening.
We had a real good conversation that night. We was just sitting there, and I just told them, like, I don't know what my life would be without y'all in it. Like, I had family. I do. Like I said, I still have my grandparents still around. I got my stepmom, my stepmother are extremely close. My mother lives in another state, but they considering moving back in town in the next couple of years. But I feel like I built my own family. Like, I got family who I'm blood related to, who I don't talk to. If I walk off Hawkstorm in the street, I'm like, oh, all right.
Left family and chosen
ain't going
family.
about my business. So I feel like I built my own family, and it's what I want it to be. Because, you can't choose your family, but you can choose your family.
Yep.
You know, you can't choose who you blood related to, but you can build your own family, and that's what I've done. And, like, I built my family with Key and Brandon and Aaron and stuff like that. And there's people who've come and gone in our lives. They not missed. I ain't gonna lie. They are not missed. They weren't meant to be around. But
like I said, it always come back. It always come back to us four.
It do.
Yeah.
So, Brandon,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
would help you to feel less lonely when you're feeling lonely?
Remembering that I have people in my corner.
So do that every time.
Yeah.
Right? Do that every time. And think about yourself. You are a part of your space. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and it's okay to feel that, you know, but deal with it when you feel it.
Absolutely.
You know, if you gotta cry about that shit and get yourself together.
Yeah.
But when I first moved to Georgia, in 2011, that was the first time that I'd ever lived by myself.
Really?
I'd never lived by myself. I had a baby when I was 17. I was living with my family. So from that point on, I was grown. Somebody was dependent on me. But I had a child, then I had another child, then I had another child. And from that last child all the way up until 2011, when I moved away, I'd never, ever lived by myself. So I was lost, very lost. Like, I cried probably every night for like the first 3 weeks or so because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to cook dinner for myself. I didn't know what to do. And then I was in a new place. I had to put my GPS on and find my way around. And then I finally got used to it and finally did not feel so lonely, alone,
That's the crazy
but
shit. I
not
put the
lonely.
GPS on now.
Oh my gosh. but I just had to, sit down with myself and like, this is what life looks like
I've never
now.
lived by myself either. I've always been with a family member, and then again, like you, I had a child.
Yeah.
So it was always just me and Trey.
Yeah, wait till you're an empty nester.
Right, and then when I was by myself, it was because Trey was with his grandparents or with his father or something like that. And I'll be in the house by myself, and I ain't have a dog. Then, of course, I didn't get a dog, so I bought my house. And I'm like, fuck am I supposed to do? Let me call somebody, see if they want to do something. Because I'm sitting in this house watching fucking Lifetime movies by my damn self, drinking wine and smoking Newports. And let me get my ass out this damn house.
Then you
but
find
now
out
I'm okay
that's
with
okay.
it.
Yeah. Then you find out that's okay. Yeah. People doing all kinds of wild shit outside. I bet I can go
And
home.
even that
I
before,
like my house.
I bought my house before Brian moved in, my youngest brother, before he moved in with me, and then Trey would be gone. And we didn't get the dog until a year after we were already here.
Okay.
I was in my house for a year before we got the dog. And Trey would be gone on the weekends, and it would just be me, myself, and I. And I ain't had nothing to do that weekend. And I'm sitting here like, all right, well, I'm gonna watch these Tubi movies. And let me run to the store real quick, and I would fix dinner for myself. I would treat myself. Go give me some shrimp steamed, and come in here and fry me a steak up, and make me some mashed potatoes. And
surf and turf.
child, listen, I'll be sitting on the bed watching Tubi movies like, okay. Let's stay. I ain't got to share this shit. I ain't trained.
I ain't got to share.
Mom, what did I? Listen, I only had to buy one steak. I ain't had to buy two. Trey be like, Mom, what you do this weekend? Nothing.
Oh man, me and my
I ain't
boyfriend,
put no
I had to break
clothes
them out,
on.
blow the dust off.
Let my stretch marks hang out, Chad. You stupid. Shut up, Ash. That's it.
Not yet.
Yeah, plug his ass in.
Hold on, Charles.
Not hold on, Charles. That old ass man, that's gonna be my boyfriend name. That's gonna be your brother-in-law.
No, his name was Clarence.
I'm gonna get me an old ass man named Charles. Watch. And y'all better be nice to Mr. Charles when I bring him around.
Second to last question. What advice do you have to the new father in the room for as far as parenthood, things he should look out for, things for himself. And it's 2 parts. So advice to him and advice to us as 30-somethings who are starting to navigate as we get older, just life lessons in general.
All right. So to the dada.
I ain't about to be a daddy, Jesus.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Don't expect anything. Be open-minded. Don't think that your child is supposed to be doing certain things. I don't care what they say in them little books. Your baby might not cry that kind of way. Your baby might not poop that kind of way. But just and don't feel like you should know what to do all the time. Because you don't. Just, learn as you go along. And, you'll grow up with your baby too. You'll grow with your child, but your baby is your person. And remember that baby is a person, a human being, not a little toy, even though we want to treat the baby like a little toy. But just enter it without expectation. Don't expect anything of yourself. Your baby's gonna cry like crazy, and you're not gonna know why. And shit you can do but cry with your baby. Just go on and cry. Don't cry. Go on and cry with the baby.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Or get up and walk.
Christmas, yeah, I'm sitting here like, nigga. All right,
what is wrong? But he cries when he's sleepy. He is cranky when he's sleepy.
Yeah, I was like, yo, come on, yo, just close your eyes, yo. Yeah. You good? Just close your eyes.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's gonna be something. It's gonna be times like that. But just give yourself space to I don't know, be open to learn and get to know your person.
Which is, what's funny is, like, at my job, like, I do find myself in the infant rooms, or I'm in the infant rooms, in the toddler rooms. Like, I believe they put me there purposely. Like, go do a bathroom break for such and such. Like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because in my classroom, we only got probably 9 kids. So we in ratio, but 10 to 1. So our ratio is 10 to 1. So it was like, oh, go do a bathroom break. And then it's like, soon as I walk in, I put my little booties on, and then they hand me the baby, like, all right, I'll be right back. And then them niggas purposely, be gone for 10 minutes. I'm sitting here, one baby in the arm trying to rock, and then the other one in the little car seat trying to rock, trying to keep everybody quiet. I was like, oh, y'all some bitches. Okay.
They did that on purpose.
But for them, they believe that, I'm getting my practice in, get my practice in. But like literally, y'all know I've been doing this shit since 14,
but it's so much different. It's different when it's your own child. You know what I'm saying? You handle other kids differently than your own child. And I don't care. You could say you say that. All the smoke. Yeah, okay. You say that, but
don't be calling me to anyone. You know what I'm saying, girl? But just I'm just saying, people give you advice and whatever based on their own experience that may not be your experience. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just, take your time, be patient with yourself, especially. Be patient with Keita, especially, because, her emotions are going to be all over the place. Postpartum is real.
Yes, I know.
So just be willing to be graceful with yourself and Keita. And don't be afraid to ask for help. If you need help, if you need somebody to come over, if you just need somebody to take you for a ride in the car, be okay with, if you need to get the hell out the house, call and ask somebody. Don't feel guilty about it. If Keita needs a break, give her a break, because that ain't what people tell us. Mm-hmm. They expect you to raise your kids all by yourself. Y'all in there by yourself. And no, you need help. It is certainly a village that's needed, to raise families, raise a kid. Support is
I had to learn to accept mine because I thought I needed to do everything alone. And one night Trey had colic real bad. He crying, I'm crying. He crying, I'm crying. His grandma came in the room and said, Shauna, give me that baby and lay down. Yeah. And I didn't realize how tired I was until she took him in the next room. And I laid out. They said they came back in their room. I sprayed across the bed
yeah.
Because he crying, I'm crying. I said, I didn't do anything. I didn't change the pamper. I didn't fed him. I didn't burp him. I was singing to him. I know I can't sing, but I was singing to him. I said, he just don't like me. He just don't like me. You go to hell. Today.
You shut up.
But yeah,
I'm a Christian Catholic.
I was like, he just don't like me. He just don't like me. I don't know what's wrong. She was like, Both of y'all are exhausted.
Yeah.
He can't tell you what's wrong with him. You can't figure it out. Give me the baby. Okay. She took him, baby. The way I was in a coma. I was out. I woke up the next morning refreshed. Like, all right, you bring him back in here now. I'm all right. I think I'm okay. But it's tough.
It is.
But yeah, I piggyback off what mine said. Accept the help.
Yeah.
You don't have to be super dad. She don't have to be super mom.
Yeah.
It's okay. If you got the help, take it.
Yeah.
Because you will burn yourself the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, y'all know me. I ain't doing the trip. Actually, I'm lying like shit. I will burn like
yeah. You will.
Yeah.
You will.
Work,
you will. You will. You will press yourself. You will press yourself and press yourself and press yourself and then not even realize. And then your ass. Where's Aaron, girl? He done passed out. This nigga down on the floor.
Yeah.
We got.
No, look, and when he wake up, I'm gonna be over top of him. Bet you won't do that shit no more, would you? Zach, I'm gonna be the one.
So yeah. What's the other question?
Okay, so it was advice for us in general, life advice that you would have for us to look forward to as we get older.
Life advice. Take some time for yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. This is probably all about yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself some grace. Treat yourself nice. All the things that you would do for other people, you deserve as well. Yes. So, take care of you. And that's a great thing to take care of you because you certainly can't pour from an empty cup. So you got to pour into yourself too. And don't take things so seriously and literally all the time. If shit ain't going right, get on out of there. Walk on away from it. Like, this ain't for you. When you see them red flags, acknowledge them red flags and be like, oh, deuces, I gotta go. Don't sit too long. If you're in a relationship and that shit is going nowhere, do not sit too long, wasting too much time, because it's not going to get any better. Okay? So that's all I got to say about that.
Well, thank you. Do y'all have any questions for her? I know I've been doing most of the talking.
Upon personal reflection, and I realized whenever we used to have conversations, my mom would say I used to rebel, but I think I took it as she might have had a plan for me, or what I could be doing or what I should be doing. But throughout that, because I remember she would suggest oh, you really good with computers, you ever think about IT? And it's nah, I don't want to do that. Or, certain things. And then it's at the time I didn't know who I was or what I wanted to do, or what I was still figuring out what I was really into. And my mom was a fashionista.
Still is.
That's what I'm saying. She a fashionista. Clothes, shoes. Clothes, shoes is that's, that was her, that was her thing. And it's I tried it, I tried to LRG out and
LRG, Jesus.
I don't want to talk about it. Aaron would hide my clothes. He would not wear that shit. He would hide them. No. You wanted to wear that tropical shirt that your granny got you from Kmart.
You've always had your own style.
No,
he did, and that's something that I did not respect.
Yes, always had your own.
But that one
the scarf and a short sleeve shirt in the winter. Yes, you always had your own style, bro. We love you for it.
You seen a nigga with a scarf on? Because all I ever saw was the hat and the damn gloves.
Fucking mittens
and a long sleeve shirt.
Maybe it was gloves.
And it was 12 degrees outside.
Get on with what you're saying.
But I just believe that it may have been I was rebelling, but it was also me trying to discover myself, and it may not have been.
I respect that.
It may not have been the particular plan, or the ideal job that you that you might have had in mind. Well, I will say this: I thank you for never offering up Social Security. But that's what I'm saying. It's
you can get a job here in my office. We got plenty of them.
Right. It's but it's that.
I did though.
Oh, you forgot about that?
I can't remember.
I did. I sent you a link, and I sent you the link. The only reason I would suggest such a thing for anybody is because of the security.
Right, it's stable.
It's a security, and the benefits. That is it. But I greatly respect what you just said, and I didn't ever have a plan for you, though. I want you to understand that. I didn't. No, real talk. I'm so serious right now. I didn't have a plan for you, but I wanted you to believe in yourself greatly, and I wanted you to pursue something for yourself, not for me, not for your brothers, not for anybody else, but for yourself. So I suggested things and mentioned things because I didn't know what you liked. I didn't know what you were into. I didn't know what made you happy because you never shared that with me. I didn't know. So to open a conversation or to try to talk to you, because I felt like we did not relate really. I mean, I just felt like I was your mother. I mean, here now, I can say we get along so much better, but I just felt like I was your mother. And that was it. Not saying, I wanted to be your friend when you was a child because I was going to be your mother. But that's all I felt like. I was a mother and I was on the outside. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know what you liked. So all I could do was suggest things. And clothes, I didn't know what your style was because unlike the other two, you didn't tell me what you liked. I bought you what I thought that you might like. Them other two was they would say, can I have such and such a jeans? I want such and such a shoes. And so it was easy for me. But with you, it was not so easy because you did not express to me what you like. You were pretty closed. And I mean, it's okay now because we're through it. But, I respect the fact that you acknowledge that you were searching for yourself. And I was not, I don't know. I wasn't, I don't know. I don't know what I want to say. Like, I just couldn't see that at that time. So,
yeah. I mean, yeah. It's
now you stumbling. You don't be stumbling over no words. What's really going on?
Nah, but it's like
back to his, bro.
Okay. Nah, but it is. I had to I did, further reflection on myself throughout the years, and then I knew that we was going to do this, and it's like. Not necessarily sure what the questions were going to be or how it was, but it just made me start thinking about it. Me and Keita have conversations about when we see the parents, and then it's I was now my mother was my mother. I was we ain't really get cool until a nigga was out of school working and. I can, we say, be part of the conversation now. Be part of the conversations. We was downstairs doing the Michael Jackson shit on the Wii and playing playing the video games and playing the video games together. Shit. That's something that I even take from my from our childhood. Just that was the thing that we did aside from going to the library. Yeah. We played video games.
We did.
Nintendo.
We had a Sega Genesis.
Bro.
Maybe you was living the high life when you had a Sega back in the day.
We had a Sega Genesis, a Dreamcast.
It's things that, that's the stuff, that's the things that I take away from. And that's why I say, although you felt you might not have been the best for us, that's what we remember. Yeah. We remember playing Mortal Kombat for hours. Yeah. Until one of the Brandon or Gerard started crying because they were losing, and it's you cheating. And
oh my God! Then I had the nerve to buy them the goddamn Mortal Kombat book, and they learned them damn moves, and they was snatching my soul out, reaching at me, pulling out my whole spine, ripping off my face.
I was sitting there laughing.
And I'm like, that's not fair. Y'all doing them moves.
But Brandon, they were oh, you cheating. I was ain't no cheating in the fighting game. There is no cheating in the fighting game.
Then they would learn them codes. I mean, they'd be get her. Snatch my soul out. Then I'm I
think the one
set me on fire.
I remember the one time where we played.
That's why y'all played
Sonic. Nah, but she played Sonic from start to finish, and I'm talking to the point where niggas would leave the house, and it's don't turn that game off.
Just turn the TV off, but leave the game on.
I swear to God, we got to the last, to the final level, and that bitch cut off, yo.
Yeah.
That thing overheated.
It said,
kids, so back in the olden times, before, we didn't have memory cards or game systems with hard drives that could store your game.
Right.
If you cut it off,
You had to start from the
You had to start
beginning.
from the beginning.
That was
Yeah.
that bull
You had to
crap.
start from the beginning.
That was that
and all
bull
the
crap.
all the platform games, yo. The minute you cut it off, you start from square one. I
Yeah.
don't think they started to save until
PlayStation 1.
Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Like, yo, the progress inside the game was saved, but it's like, yeah.
He lost
yeah,
me
I think
after
so.
that. I don't know. I was after Sega Genesis. I don't know. The
But, yeah,
Cube,
PlayStation.
GameCube. I remember that.
Yeah, but
I remember the first PlayStation came out. Boom.
Yeah. Oh,
Baby, listen.
Gerard was an Xbox.
I thought we was rich.
Nah, shawty, she brought Gerard the PlayStation, the PS. No, she brought it the PS1 with the screen on it. Yo,
Oh, the portable screen, John?
yo, yep.
I bought that for somebody.
That was the
Yeah, you
PSP.
bought that. Yo, you bought that for Gerard. You bought it for Gerard. That nigga never let. Yo, every time he went to the bathroom, he'll plug it. Yep. Just no nigga be on the toilet.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember that. I just remember him having an Xbox.
They left out the house. She asked me, did I want to go? I said, nah, because we supposed to be hanging out. Gerard come back with a goddamn Xbox. So, yo.
Let me tell y'all
She
something.
asked if you wanted to go.
Let me tell you something.
You probably should have went, Frank.
I worked.
You probably
Listen,
should have went.
I worked a lot. So on Saturdays, if I wasn't working, I would tell Gerard, tell everybody, I'm going to the outlets tomorrow morning. Friday night, I'm going to the outlets tomorrow morning. Nobody wanted to go. Gerard be like, Mom, I'm going, wake me up. Okay, I wake him up. Me and Gerard be gone all day. He come back with a bag of stuff. They might get some tennis shoes or a pair of jeans or something. This nigga done got jeans, shoes, shirts, all kinds of stuff. Because he would get his tail up and go with me. We
Yeah,
would go
we was
eat.
like-
We would hang out, just spend the day.
And it was like, yo, now me and Brandon looking like, yo, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Brandon
Brandon be like, Mom, bring me something back. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You get a pair of shoes or a shirt or
And Gerard
something.
probably would come in the house talking shit.
Yeah.
Like, and we sat
No,
out
no.
at the Cheesecake
Yeah.
Factory.
No,
I was saying that like,
And it was delicious.
You should have went. You should have went. She said, come on.
Yeah.
You should have went. And it was like, but like I said, that was to me it was like, yo, that was I feel like that's where we really connected with the video games and the music. Mm-hmm. Like the car rides to work. Like we sat and listened to. We would sit outside. She'd come pick me up from work. We'll sit outside Burger King, waiting for the R. Kelly, the next R. Kelly track in the closet. to
Oh,
drop,
Jesus
yo.
Christ.
Remember that? Oh,
Smelling
my
like
goodness.
fries.
We sitting there.
Yeah.
We both,
Oh my God,
Yeah, we was sitting there just
Yeah.
waiting for 92Q to drop it. Like
Yeah.
Oh, a time.
Yeah.
again, kids.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Again, kids. Back in
that was on-
even still today, they play on the radio. There was no Spotify.
Yeah.
There was no Spotify in the
YouTube
car.
didn't exist back then.
And way back, yes, it did.
Did it?
Yeah.
I wasn't watching it.
No, but I'm saying, but remember on our phones, on our phones, it wasn't
No.
what it is now.
You had to be on a computer for like a hard connection to
Yeah.
get that thing.
That's the crazy shit. I told the kids like, yo, we grew up we grew up with the phones. Like they be looking like your phone.
yeah.
Like my first phone did not do none of that shit.
Yeah.
I got my phone, first
I
phone
took
in
a picture.
11th grade, and that phone was about this big.
Yeah.
Had a little teeny screen about this big, and you texted down, play Snake. That's all you could do.
Yeah.
Son, my mother got me this little blue and silver phone that had like a small, it had a little camera
I had a
on it.
Nokia joint.
Little flip,
Brandon, I got
joint.
Brandon a Nokia. He was mad. He ain't want it.
But yo, we told him.
because I had to see if he was going to be responsible enough to handle it at first, and he did. So then he got a chirp the next tell.
But we and I told him, I'm like, yo, y'all don't. We first got the phones first, and when we first got them, it wasn't all of this touchscreen.
No, that
Y'all
didn't
was like, yo, y'all, and they was like, how old was you when you got your first phone? Nigga, I was 16.
16, 17, yeah.
She got me your phone when I had a job to pay the bill.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Y'all little niggas got iPhones at 4.
And
I don't
even
know why.
still, back then it was, and don't call me before 9 o'clock because my minutes ain't free.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
go-
Then
shit.
Aaron had that sidekick.
Call me after 9.
Yo,
Oh.
that's what made. But I mean,
Oh,
that's
that's my
why I was like, I'll text before I call. Matter of fact, I just saw the new BlackBerry.
That's back.
Oh, I want it. Remember, the only reason I got an iPhone is because they didn't make Blackberries anymore. I had a Blackberry for a long time. I even had a touchscreen. I had a Blackberry 10 that had a touchscreen that looks like this iPhone.
Yep, and it's like it's flat like flat like that, and then it slides up and got the keyboard.
I want to have it. If Verizon ever get it, I'm going to get it. But I had to settle for this old stupid old iPhone that I finally finished paying for, and they keep sending me. This is a 10R. They keep sending me things talking about getting. No, I'm not. This thing still answers calls. I can still go on Facebook. Let me say, I'll go play my Monopoly Go. I don't need all that.
Yeah,
and the phone do the same exact thing.
It do.
Same exact thing.
It do. All right, what's
except for that one stint when they you couldn't put the headphone jacks in my phone.
Oh yeah, this one doesn't have. Yeah, the new ones don't have headphone jacks.
Oh, I don't have a headphone jack. Mm-hmm. It's only one jack. But
that's what I'm saying. It's like now you gotta get the little adapter.
We was mad. What you mean? I need to get a dongle to plug my headphones into?
What? That don't even make no sense.
Right. Just put the port back on the phone. But anyway,
okay,
we're gonna come back and have our infamous Q&A segment. I know Shauna got something. Them heifers is in there somewhere.
And he's
take our final commercial break, and we will be right back. And we back.
We're back.
Go ahead, Shauna.
You could have said that with more enthusiasm.
Okay. Go ahead. Lord. Go ahead, Shauna.
I ain't even finished eating my egg roll.
So before we get started, y'all, if y'all have any questions, stories, vents, or other shenanigans that y'all want to share with us, you can reach us via email. Excuse me, at askwandapod@gmail.com. That is ASKWANDAPOD@gmail.com. You can also reach us via social media. We are WandaPod_ on IG and Twitter and the TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And we are Wine and Audacity, the podcast on Twitter. I'm sorry, on Facebook and YouTube.
Correct.
Ampersand.
Shut up. If you want to remain anonymous, let us know. If you want to just use a pseudonym, if you want to use first name, last initial, or vice versa, or if you don't give a damn, because in the words of Sheree Whitfield, who gonna check you, boo?
Just
let us know. She by Shein.
This is the part where I get my things. And go.
So, because Maya is on the show today, I'm going to Brandon's favorite thread first.
Shit.
Oh, Lord.
Which is the 6 brown chicks, a.k.a. the 6 brown heifers, a.k.a. ain't none of this shit real. Because who in the fuck?
Come on with the first scenario. Jesus on the main line.
All right, so I saw this one this week and I had to share this one because this is filled with fucking audacity, and this is what we talk about.
Isn't it always?
Yeah, it is. Okay, so we lost our child 2 years ago. My wife had a miscarriage, and at the time she discovered that she had contracted gonorrhea as well. I contacted a lawyer about suing the hospital for using dirty equipment that may have infected her, as myself and the woman that I was having an affair with at the time had chlamydia and not gonorrhea. You gotta see my face. You gotta see Mommy Robyn face. Okay, so that STI didn't come from me. Our sex life isn't good, so she didn't get pregnant again, but I know she wants a baby. Therefore, when I brought my 2-month-old over for dinner, I expected her...
I'm done already.
I expected her love for me and my child to overcome how the child came into my life. What do you mean, your baby? She yelled. Wife just threw my things out the front door, my TV, my games, my clothes, and my son's diaper bag. I left when she grabbed a knife. I've been staying with my baby mama, but I miss my wife. My baby mama is an OnlyFans performer, and she doesn't want to be a parent right now. How do I convince my wife to accept my son and to take me back? I need her help.
Guess first.
Go on and die. Go on and die. And come back as a spirit. And then she might welcome you. I don't know. You crazy. What kind of... Do what? She had what? But he knew that he had something, but it wasn't that something.
It wasn't that.
What?
But he had
and
something.
And you what? Wait a second. Help me one more time. So what he had said was, He went back over there with his 2-month-old.
But it's 2-month-old.
After they lost the baby can actually stay. You got to go. You can't come around here no more.
Bring your ass over here.
No, this is not fences. No.
I am not standing right here with you, Troy. Fuck that.
Snot all over my face. No. Get on. He didn't. Wait.
All right, so
It's a misunderstanding.
So let me get this straight.
That's a 9-month-old misunderstanding at that point.
So
Oh, Jesus.
Get it straight.
So okay,
What?
you got.
I had to take my headphones off.
The way you looking at the microphone, like, what?
You got chlamydia.
It's not gonorrhea though.
She got gonorrhea. So now you think that she cheating on you because she got the clap, but you
The
still
whole
got
time
firecrackers.
you got a whole relationship going on over here.
And
So
a baby from that.
I mean, so now
With
you
an
bringing.
OnlyFans performer.
Oh, Jesus, my chest.
Did she get pregnant on the OnlyFans? Like, was y'all what?
Hey, yo,
Listen,
you
People be
bullshitting.
having kinks. I mean, maybe it,
If you and listen, if you listen to this, drop the link. Because we can support we can support her.
No, we cannot.
We can support her support her for the divorce and
small
the child
businesses.
support, right? You know what? You know us. We support small
What?
businesses over here.
That ain't no business.
We don't support
But yo,
fuckboys. Real shit.
Like, listen,
oh wow.
real shit, bro. Like, just take that L, yo.
Shauna, wow.
Take that out. Wait
Just
a
take
minute.
the
She
L.
threw all his things out in the baby bag.
In the baby
he
bag.
didn't get scared till she had the knife. Boy, you should have been scared to walk to her door. To
Where was
even
the baby
ask
when all
about
this
Yo.
was happening? Did she toss the baby out the house too? Or did he grab the baby by the arm?
Hell yeah.
So nigga with you.
Oh.
Nah, that wasn't. You forgot something. Hey, come get this goddamn car seat. This ain't mine.
No,
No,
with the
this
knife.
on
Come
the
on, son.
porch.
You left the baby on the couch
You
with the knife.
And at your own risk, my nigga.
The baby safe. I ain't gonna hurt the baby. I don't hurt babies, but you gotta get your big ass.
You, on the other hand, nigga.
That nigga standing there like we used to do when
And
we
you got the
we used to
audacity
do
to
when
have
we
an
was in
attitude
trouble.
with me?
Run past me with this belt in my hand.
Hey, nigga, let me tell you how when we got in trouble, it's like, you want to hit me. You damn right I'm about to hit you.
What the fuck you?
I never lied to them. They would ask me, "Are you going to hit me?" Yes,
Yes,
I am. I'm gonna beat you down.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to add to that one. I don't. Congratulations on the baby, I guess. I mean, yeah.
Congrats.
Take that L, bro. Take that L.
She was quiet all episode.
What's that?
Girl,
Little man?
hush.
She heard the doorbell go off. She heard somebody at the door.
Somebody at your door?
Yeah, she's dropping something off. Okay. All right, this the little mommy going to do to go ahead.
Oh God.
All right, so this one, I'm going to go away from the 6 brown heifers. And I'm going to the Am I the Asshole thread on Reddit.
I'm with it.
This might be better.
It's a possibility. So,
Thank you.
the title of this one is Am I the Asshole for telling my mom I wish she died instead of my dad?
Oh.
Shit.
Okay. I, 51 female, am the second youngest child of 8. Growing up, there was a constant unfairness and favoritism between my siblings from my parents. My sister Kathy, who I am 18 months apart from, and I will always get the short end of the stick when we were younger. Kathy and I got pulled out of private school and put into public high school so my parents can pay for my older sister's university. Excuse me, y'all. In high school, I participated in many things like ASB and swimming, but my parents never showed up for anything or gave us rides to school, so we had to walk. When it came time for applying to college, my parents only gave Kathy and I 2 options, community college or university that my 2 older brothers went to. In 2015, my dad, 82 male, was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. When his condition got worse in 2016, I would visit daily. He passed away in late May of 2016. After he passed, the favoritism from my mom got even worse since my dad would normally migrate it. Excuse me, y'all. Fast forward to 2021, my mom, 83, female, began planning on how her possessions would be dispersed after she passes. She called all of the siblings up to her house so that we could make lists and plan on who will receive what. Many people wrote lengthy lists that she promised they would receive. I wanted a few sentimental items, photos of my parents, and a specific ring that my mother owns called the Mother's Ring that has the birthstone of all her children. When I gave her my list, she told me that if I wanted the ring, it would be the only thing I would inherit, and beforehand, she would remove its stones and give them to the other siblings. This sparked the emotional argument as I asked for much less than the others, and she said I didn't deserve more. We started bringing up things from the past, with me mentioning how she mistreated me, and she completely blew me off. I then tearfully told her I wish she had died instead of our father, because he would have treated his children much more fairly in this situation. This hurt her greatly because she has never recovered from the loss of her husband, and despite her behavior, she does love all of her children. After this happened, our relationship was never the same. We didn't speak for many months, and every time I would see her, I would only say hello and goodbye. She hasn't apologized for what she has done in the past or about the mother's ring. I do feel like what I said was harsh, but I won't apologize for it since I think someone needed to give her a reality check for how bad she has treated some of the siblings, and it was the moment of pent-up resentment that I held on to for many years. Even now, my mom's plan is to only give me the mother's ring and no stones in it and nothing else. So, am I the asshole?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, it's a sad situation, but I don't think so. I think it's assholish to take the stones out the goddamn mother's ring. The purpose of having the mother's ring is because it's the mother's ring,
exactly,
and it has everybody's birthstone in it. What they gonna do with the birthstone? And by the time they take it out, if they take it out, it's gonna disintegrate because it's probably so small. But I think that's cruel. I think it was harsh to say, I wish you had died instead of him. But he was 80 something. And she 80 something, so
might not have long left.
But I don't think that
he was there for a good time, not a long time.
I mean, that was a long fucking time.
I mean, all right then. He lived a good life.
I think that's a terrible thing. I think the mother wasn't nice, but I think that I would just say hi and bye to her too.
Yeah, ain't no taking you to bingo, so
Not you ain't taking her to bingo, Jesus.
My grandma still go to bingo. She's 88.
Your mama 88?
Yeah, she'll be 89 in January.
Shit.
Tell her call me. I go to bingo
and
with her.
she still my grandmother move around like
that's how my grandparents
6-something. She get mobility, and I Uber her around from time to time when she asks me to, but yeah, she still go to bingo.
My grandfather will be 86. My grandmother will be 80 this year. Yeah, so my grandfather getting his car and going about his business quick.
Well, she never had a license, so she doesn't drive.
I'm gonna tell you like this, sis, you're not an asshole. However, I do believe that like the treatment is a little subjective. Like you can feel like you got treated wrong, and I'm learning that other people that might be treating, they don't think that they were wrong. Like you just said, like she loved all her kids, like she loved all her kids. She believed that she loved all her kids, but because you may not have gotten the same attention or the same love, you feel differently. However, I wouldn't it's high and by for me. Like, in my mind, my truth, you was fucked up.
Yeah. Especially if I only asked for that one thing. Everybody
else gave you a list and I asked for one thing.
But you feel like everybody else gotta have something that I asked for.
Yeah, that one. I mean, it's like
you got one job.
You can't do that. Like you can't do that one thing. You can't do this one thing that I asked. I'm not asking you for I ain't asking you for the world. Like I'm not asking you for the world like they are. Like mine is just simple. And then you flying your petty flag high. You talking about you want to take the stones out?
You
like,
being a bitch about the situation unnecessarily.
Yeah, so it's cool. I mean, it's like I'm cool on it.
Hi, girl.
How you doing?
Hi, hello. Good to see you.
I see you at your funeral.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Whoa, Lord!
You ain't a dusty ass ring, bitch.
Mad fact.
I'm gonna get them stones eventually, bitch.
Something fell out there in the
Because bitch, you thought. Brandon.
Anything else?
They better not.
No, I to close this one out. while it was an asshole-ish thing to say, I understand your frustration. Mm-hmm. I've heard several stories of people who feel like, parents have favorites and they treat, some kids better than they treat the other ones. And it may necessarily not be you. It could be something within that parent that makes them feel this way. Maybe you remind them of somebody, or in most cases they hate the other parent and you remind them of that parent, or something like that. So while what you said was right, looking like your ugly ass, look like your ugly ass father. Well, bitch, you laid with him. So what you want me to do?
Hey, right. I just showed up.
I've heard that this situation from multiple people who felt like their parents might have favored the other sibling or something like that, but you were the one who was always there and taking care of them, make sure they were straight, but they love your little raggedy ass brother who can't stay out of jail and got 32 baby fucking mothers. You know what I'm saying? You raising his goddamn kids. But when you ask her to watch yours for the goddamn night, it's a problem. So I've heard those stories. So why would you say it might have been harsh as fuck, but that was your feelings, and your feelings were hurt, and you said what
entitled
you felt like at that moment. But if the real asshole in the story is your mama, let's be real about it. This is not something new. This did not just start happening. It was happening prior to your father being alive, being deceased, and you just reacted finally. You let shit slide. And your mother has been a habitual line stepper all your goddamn life. Mm-hmm. And she stepped one time too goddamn many. And you had to tell Georgia some shit about her goddamn self. God damn it. Oh well. So it's okay to protect your peace. If you just gotta say hi and bye to protect your peace, do what you gotta do, sis. Hey. But no, I don't think you're the asshole. That shit was rude, and it's probably some shit I would have said. But yeah, you're not the asshole.
I mean, if anything,
I might say it worse. But
true.
I'm working on
the way my mouth set up, bro.
And they think that the middle one is the mean one.
Nah.
This is why I keep my monthly appointments with Mrs. Howard. I'm working on it.
Because it's at this point.
I don't think I've ever seen Aaron pissed off before.
Me neither. Now that I think about it.
You don't want to.
Aaron been an asshole for about 4 years.
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, they concern themselves with the middle one.
I don't
but something that comes out of that mouth right there, I don't know, you might not be prepared for it.
It's 25 years. I've never seen you pissed off before. I don't know if I should be worried about that. Because usually I just see you like, whatever, and just walk off.
I'll say I've done a great job in trying to control emotions. Because I believe because even when y'all be upset, I be trying to calm y'all down, because it's like, yo, you get upset, then you start, you don't think.
No, he do threaten to step on niggas' nuts all the damn time, though. He do. Like, sis who you want me to kick him in the nuts?
Stomp him in the nuts, yo.
Thank you, Aaron. I did.
Stomp him in the nuts.
Oh,
I push him down.
That hurt. I felt that.
He said you want to push him down some steps, sis. I'm like, y'all, I should.
Yes,
you can't. That's a phantom pain. Y'all don't understand. When y'all mention that, it's like, ooh, just start pulsing.
But I always try to maintain composure, or try to keep controlling my emotions, because I don't want to be like, that irrational thinking.
Right.
Because I will go left
real fast.
And it ain't no making no U-turn, fam.
I can't offer no Nilla wafers.
Like, no, yo,
not
once
no Nilla wafers.
Son, what? No,
I tried.
I mean, no, because I think Keita seen it. Like, yo, Keita seen it once, but it wasn't, but it was like, I think somebody tried her. Like, I was ready to shut. She had called me. I left Joe's and walked up the street and was like, where he at? And the guy, my man, he's stepping on. He's like, Aaron, he's already left. I said, nah, I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
We gonna have a real nice conversation.
He didn't want to talk to him, y'all.
Like, the guy, no,
that's not the plan.
And the crazy thing, because I told my homeboy, I was like, hey, yo, we gotta take a break. Like, we ride me up the street real quick. He was like, what? So he waiting out in the car because he don't know what's about to happen. He was like, look, I got it. I got it. And I said, no, not that kind of party. I just want to talk to him. And it's like every day, I personally went to pick Keita up, and I sat in the dining room waiting for him to come through the door. It's like, because it was like, yo, one thing, I don't disrespect, don't disrespect her. Don't say nothing of the sort, sir. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't that one there, nobody goes at her.
Rightfully
That's
so.
right.
But it's like I said, I try to I'm just like my uncle. Try to keep emotions in check, because I've never seen my uncle mad either.
Who, Mark?
Yep. Never seen him like get out of character. And Bud used to say, when Mark lose it, if Mark lose it, that's dangerous for everybody.
He even as children, I used to fight on him because he was an agitator, and he wouldn't really. I think he fought me back maybe once or twice, but I would bang him all over. And he wouldn't fight me back. He would do stuff like put his finger like real close to my eye, like this. And I would say, "Don't touch me." And he'd be like, "I'm not touching you."
Oh, that's sibling stuff. I'm not touching you.
I'm not touching you.
Or he would get this close to me, and I would say, "Get away from me."
Your breath stank.
Oh gosh, it was real bad. And he was such an agitator.
That sounds like a sibling.
And he's a Sag.
Growing up with brothers, I
Matter
get
of
it.
fact, y'all share the same birthday.
Yeah, the same birthday?
December 16th, right? Yeah. Yeah, same birthday.
I had that streak too. Yeah.
We know.
Shut up, nigga. And with that being said, we're going to wrap up the episode here. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
How do you
This was
feel?
wonderful. This was wonderful. I hope that, Aaron, I hope we had some insights here. But it was wonderful. It was great to sit down with you all, and this was very enjoyable for me.
Glad to hear it. You are always welcome to come back whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Thank you.
for a more ratchet topic.
Ooh, I would love to. I would love to.
Y'all got anything else to wrap
Why
up?
do you mention that?
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
yeah. Speaking of, we'll get to that when we get to that. But anyway, we're gonna end the episode here. If you have any questions for us, please forward them to us at askwandapod@gmail.com. That's
I promise you, Shauna gonna check it.
I hope she has. That's
Fuck both of yous.
ASKWANDAPOD@gmail.com. Like Shauna said earlier, we can be found online on Instagram and Twitter at WandaPod_. And on TikTok at WandaPod_, and Facebook and YouTube at Wine and Audacity, the podcast.
With the ampersand, not the and.
Don't forget the ampersand. The and sign, if y'all don't know what the ampersand
In
is.
case y'all don't know what that is, it's a backwards 3 with a line through it, okay?
Is that what an ampersand?
Yeah, that's what it look like. Look like a backwards.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, I'm getting ready to look at it and see what
It kind of look like a music sign with a line
Yes,
through it.
it looks like a clef.
Yeah. But back.
We gonna do some research in the grammar symbols. But with that being said, we love y'all. We thank y'all for listening, and we will be back next week with an all new episode.
All right, check this out. Tell a friend to tell a friend, okay?
Oh, my bad. Go.
Share, like, comment, subscribe,
That
comment. Like, tell us what you want. Tell us all the nasty shit you want Shauna to say.
She'll say it.
And Will.
And you don't even gotta pay it to. She loves
Bullshit.
it.
Bullshit.
But
You say that. I don't know. Somebody might write some freaky shit in the inbox, and Shauna might be like, "Well, I ain't gonna say that part."
Shit.
I mean, check me out. It's 2024. Look, it's 2024 now. So I need y'all. You know, we need feedback. B. Like,
Yeah,
talk to us. Like, tell us what you want. Tell us what you want to hear. Tell us what you want to talk about.
Yeah, because we tired of working. We tired.
This is work.
I want to retire.
Yeah, let's retire.
But I like this job.
Yeah, before we turn 40, let's plan to retire before
I
we
want
turn
to retire.
40. I don't know how, but it's gonna happen.
I'm with it.
Okay.
And we're gonna be taking 18-hour flights to Maldives and shit, bro. Like, I'm with it.
Nigga, you taking an 18-hour flight. You're not getting my big ass on no plane that goddamn long.
You gotta stop. No, you just gotta have you a little layover.
We gonna have to drug you like
I'll
we
be
did my
at the
mother.
layover, and I will catch y'all when y'all come back from wherever y'all
Yeah.
go. Because once I'm on the ground, I'm staying on the ground.
No, we gonna have to get his ass.
No,
Another
you
plane.
got layover. A friend of mine told me she
Another
went to, where did she go? I can't remember where she went, but she laid over in Amsterdam, and they were in Amsterdam for a couple of days, and then went back to no.
I haven't flown since 2018. I drive everywhere. I can't drive to.
Your ass can't drive to Maldives, Nick.
I guess I won't be seeing it then.
God damn it.
I can do if it's a cruise. It might take about a month to get there, but
You know what?
I had to leave a month before y'all get there.
I don't know.
We gonna have to
Right
give his
now, I
ass-
wouldn't get on no Mediterranean water.
Well, yeah.
You had to get his ass some prescription strength Benadryl.
Like they used to do B.A. Barabbas on the 18th.
That shit's some milk.
They put him to sleep.
What's this?
And he
This
wake
is-
up.
This is delicious.
He wake up somewhere else and don't know how he got there.
This is a good iced tea.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's from Long Island.
Okay.
With that being said, we thank y'all for listening. We love y'all, and we will be back next week with an all new episode. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Pino y Otasia.